Hello, everybody. As we all move along and try to stay updated on the status of the coronavirus epidemic around the globe and in our communities, a term that you've likely come across is that of community spread. Now, community spread is a key term in the overall picture of how we address the outbreak, and as such, it is important to know what it is and what it isn't. So, now, first, community spread isn't simply the idea of the coronavirus spreading throughout the community. In actuality, the term refers to a person or persons being infected for whom we are not sure how or where they became infected. Now, it's this level of uncertainty that makes community spread so concerning. Now, in public health, there is a certain amount of detective work, in particular when dealing with communicable diseases, which is what the coronavirus is. Now, by identifying the source of an infection, we are in a better position to test those who need it and limit additional transmission from person to person. As my colleague Dr. Colleen Doak illustrated in a previous post, person to person transmission can happen very rapidly in the community, in particular with the coronavirus. So, if we are able to identify the source of the infection, take the necessary steps to prevent future person to person transmission, the benefits can be significant. So, how does this tie in with another term you've heard, that of social distancing? Now, through social distancing, we are limiting our in person interactions with other people and places. Places being important because we understand now that the coronavirus can live in the air and on surfaces for a period of hours up through days. So, with this in mind, practicing social distancing can limit both the presence and the impact of community spread. Now, first, it can limit community spread presence by simply limiting the opportunities for infection. Now, this includes infection from people who are showing symptoms, but also those people who are in the incubation period or have latent cases, both of which result in them not having outward symptoms at that given time. Now, Wayne Gretzky once said that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is the same idea when we talk about social distancing. We're limiting each and every opportunity for an infection. So it takes Wayne Gretzky's advice, sort of flips it on its head. The other thing is that community spread can limit the impact because the list of potential sources at which a person can be infected is reduced. Now, if you've been practicing social distancing for the past week or so, I would ask you to think about the past 7 and 10 days. Would you be able to document where you've been and when you've been there? There's probably a pretty good chance you'd be able to do that with a high level of accuracy. Now, if I were to ask you to do the same thing 2 weeks ago when we were all living our normal lives and running all over the place with work and school and gymnastics classes, piano lessons, going out to restaurants, all sorts of things we do in a normal social life, if you are a diligent note taker, maybe you'd be able to do it. But if you are like me, not so much in that aspect, you would have a tough time being able to identify exactly where you are and when you were there. So by practicing social distancing, we are limiting the potential sources of the infection, so the unknown aspect has the potential to become the known aspect. So now a quote I use with my students quite a bit is that a problem well defined is half solved. Community spread minimizes the ability to define the problem within your community. So by following the advice of practicing social distancing, using good hand hygiene, washing your hands for 20 to 30 seconds, sing a song, nobody's listening, or maybe they are, but just sing it anyway. By doing that, we can limit community spread in new communities, and we can reduce the potential impact of the coronavirus epidemic. So with that in mind, take care of yourself. Let's try to make sure everyone stays in contact virtually. And we are the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees. Even if you're not a part of the St. Ambrose community, welcome. So, because we are the Fighting Bees, this is not a misspelling on my part. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and be well, my friends.